Student friends, in yesterday's online as well as offline lecture, we studied the meaning of handset that contains mic, cradle switch, dialer, ringer, speech circuit, hybrid circuit, balance circuit, and speaker. So all these units combined together, we can call it as a telephone handset. So which is represented in this particular diagram. So this is the diagram that represents the telephone handset containing the receiver as a speaker, transmitter as a mic, speech circuit, hook switch on which the cradle is placed, dialer, ringer, telephone local line. This is the line which is connected to the telephone exchange. Telephone handset is provided by the telephone exchange to every subscriber, and this is get connected with the telephone exchange from here onwards. Up till now we have studied all these parts. How mic works, its construction, how speaker works, its construction, speech circuit, its meaning, cradle switch, dialer, ringer, all that aspect related with the telephone handset we understood. Now we are going to study how this handset is going to be connected with the telephone exchange. The cable which is connected from our handset to the telephone exchange, that is known as the local loop. Friends, today we are going to study the local loop. Local loop is nothing but a cable, a wire, a network which is existing between our telephone handset and the telephone exchange. Friends, as far as occlusion is being considered, if suppose we have telephone handset in our house, it is connected to the telephone exchange which is located in the Ganesh Nagar, that is a BSNL telephone exchange. Through the network, through the cable, through the wire, so that connected wire where dial tone, through which the dial tone is transmitted, through which the ringtone is transmitted, through which the speech is transmitted, and also speech is received. This entire communication, entire conversation that takes place through the cable which is connected between the telephone handset and that of the telephone exchange, that is called as the local loop. We are going to study how local loop works. Means till starting from beginning of on-hook condition of the cradle, completion of the entire call, what exactly it is going to happen between the telephone handset and the telephone exchange. So that is what we can call it as, it is the local loop. We are going to study the condition of local loop since from ancient times up to present digital telephone communication. How the changes took place during this transition period from ancient time up to present day digital integrated era. Student friends, let me begin with understanding of the local loop. The communication from one subscriber to the other subscriber with the help of telephone exchange is known as the local loop. Meaning, both the subscriber handsets are connected to the telephone exchange via a cable, via a network, via a wire. So that's how we can say the communication between one subscriber with the other subscriber through telephone exchange with the help of the local loop. So that is known as the meaning of local loop. In short, the cable, the wire, the network which is existed between the telephone exchange and every handset, it is called as the local loop. In ancient time, the local battery exchanges were used to connect the subscriber's handset to the telephone exchange. Priorly, local battery telephone exchanges are available, and those are used to connect the subscriber to the telephone exchange. What exactly the process it is going on? In local battery exchange, at the ancient time, the local battery telephone set are used to connect the subscriber to the exchange. This is the particular period where telephone communication was not so much developed. At that time, the telephone connections were available only to the rich persons in that particular village or in that particular place who is connected with the telephone exchange. That was a time where trunk calls are mostly preferred. Local communication very rarely done. At that particular time, local battery exchanges were used to, to connect the telephone handset to the telephone exchange. So what was the procedure? The calling signal sent from subscriber operates the shutter indicator at the exchange. Means in the telephone exchange, for every subscriber, there is a one shutter, there is a one bell, and there is a one lamp. Means our handset is connected to the telephone exchange through shutter connected with the lamp, and it is connected with the bell, which is going to give you some indication to the person who is operating the telephone exchange. So from that point of view, we are discussing now. So let us begin with the calling signal. Means the person who want to call, he sends the signal known as subscriber signal that operates the shutter indicator at the exchange. Means subscriber's handset is connected to the shutter which is used for indication that the call is arriving, someone wants to call in the telephone exchange. But at the night time, alarm is attached to the shutter, means bell is connected and lamp is also there. Indicator indicates the lamp. For every subscriber has a shutter indicator at the exchange. Falling of shutter indicates the number of subscriber calling at the exchange. Means when shutter attached to the particular subscriber's handset falls, that indicates the number of subscriber calling at the exchange. After receiving call from subscriber, there is an operator. Operator inserts answering plug in a line jack. When shutter falls attached to the subscriber handset, the work of operator begins or starts. When call is received from the subscriber, operator inserts answering plug in a line jack. This connects answering plug to the line, disconnecting key from indicator circuit. Means by connecting answering plug in a jack, answering plug is connected to the handset, which disconnects the indicator circuit. Means shutter is disconnected and subscriber is directly connected to the telephone exchange. After putting the speak ring key in a speak position, operator asks calling subscriber about the number he desires to speak. Once the indicator is disconnected, indicator shutter is disconnected, by putting answering plug in a line, the operator puts speak ring key in a speak jack and operator is get connected with the subscriber who wants to call to other person. Then operator asks to subscriber about the number to whom he wants to call. The subscriber when tells the number to whom he wants to call, then operator inserts calling plug cord in a line jack of wanted subscriber, keeping speak oblique ring key in a ring position, giving ring from his magnet generator. Now, once operator got the number to whom the subscriber want to dial, then operator keeps the speak oblique ring key in a ring position, giving ring from magnetic generator. Means from telephone exchange, ring is generated and that ring is sent to the calling subscriber. The bell of called subscriber starts ringing. Means the bell of called subscriber starts ringing. As a called party picks up the handset, the operator puts the speak oblique ring key in a normal position to establish the connection between two parties. That means when ringtone goes to the called subscriber, the called subscriber pick up the handset to off condition. The operator recognizes that the called subscriber is ready to speak with calling subscriber, and then he puts the speak oblique ring key in a normal position so that a connection is established between the two subscriber or two parties. This connection will be maintained permanently, unbreakable contact till the completion of telephone call. At the end of talk, calling party gives ring to indicate operator that talk is over. Means when any of the communicating subscriber puts the cradle on cradle switch, operator recognizes that the conversation is over, which is the indication to that particular operator. Then the operator disconnects the cord circuit from the link circuit of two parties, and then both the subscribers are disconnected from the telephone exchange. By this particular way, local loop does the role of connecting two subscribers with each other with the help of the telephone exchange. Whatever you have studied up till now, Under this was the period where very few subscribers are get connected with the telephone exchange, or very few subscribers were using the telephone handset for their own communication. Here, if you look that the operator in the telephone exchange is handling all these things. Means operator himself is get connected with the telephone instruments to the calling subscriber, asks the number, connects that number, produces ringtone to call subscriber, connects both the subscriber with each other till the completion of call, and at last when the call is completed, both the parties are made to be disconnected from each other. This entire operation is performed through the telephone exchange, but it is performed by means of an operator. Friends, in all these cases, manual interference is there. A person is doing all those things. Most probably, an operator was putting a headset to his ear. He was listening the entire conversation at that time. Most probably, it was told that operator was knowing entire news from all the village who were communicating through the telephone exchange, and this is the drawback of the communication through telephone exchange at that time. To avoid this, some developments took place in the telephone communication, and local battery exchanges were converted into central battery exchanges. So this is the first modification that took place in the local loop as far as telephone communication is being considered. Friends, in a central battery exchange, incoming lines from subscriber are terminated on main distribution frame at the exchange. Means by avoiding local battery exchange, central battery exchanges where starts working. Every call from the subscriber are terminated on main distribution frame in the telephone exchange. After that, the cross connections are made. Means incoming call is terminated at the distribution frame in the telephone exchange, and then both the subscribers are made to be connected with each other. So this is how the central battery exchange works. Let us see its details. As calling party lifts handset of telephone, means when someone subscriber wants to call, he has to lift the cradle to off condition. After lifting that particular handset, automatically DC path is established in the corresponding line circuit at the exchange to operate relay to glow a calling lamp and attract attention of operator. Here, shutters were removed from the telephone exchange. Shutters were replaced by means of an electromagnetic relay. And to this electromagnetic relay in a telephone exchange, a lamp, a ringer, or a bell is connected. As soon as the calling subscriber lifts the handset, means cradle switch is turned to be off condition, then DC path is established between the handset and that of the telephone exchange through the local loop. At the cost of that, the relay connected to that particular handset in the telephone exchange will be activated the lamp connected to that particular relay will start glowing, giving indication to operator that someone wants to call. And they are using also bell. Bell starts ringing. Again, operator gets indication that someone wants to communicate with the telephone exchange. Then again the role of operator starts. Again the operator inserts answer key in answer jack. This supplies voltage to the sleeve of answer jack to operate a relay, disconnecting line from the earth to switch off the calling lamp. When the operator inserts answer key in answer jack, the lamp which was giving the indication, it will be automatically turned off. Relay will be disconnected from the calling subscriber so that answering line is get connected to the calling subscriber. Then operator puts speak oblique ring key in a speak position and ask the subscriber the number wanted to be calling subscriber. Once operator gets the number, as the called party lifts the handset, DC path is completed. When operator then produces the ring to the called subscriber, and when called subscriber gets the ring, the called party lifts the handset, then DC path is again established between called party and the telephone exchange, so that we can say a DC path is completed which will switch off the supervisory lamp. Both the subscribers then talk with each other. At the end, when subscriber puts down handset on the cradle, DC path is disconnected, relay will be de-energized and a glowing lamp will indicate that the talk is over. The operator disconnects the answering and calling plug from the circuit. Here some automation was brought in the central battery telephone exchange. But till operator was there, till operator was doing his own job of getting the number from calling subscriber, putting some mechanical operations, that putting speak oblique ring key in a speak line to calling subscriber as well as call subscriber, producing the ring to the called subscriber. No doubt, relays and DC supplies are playing the auto connection between both the subscriber. This was there, but even though that is true, operator is still there, human interfere was still there. Further development that took place and present day telephone exchange came forward to work. That is, in present day automatic telephone system that provides the connection between subscriber without human interfere. Nowadays, no operator is there in a telephone exchange to do all these processes. These processes means asking the number to the calling subscriber, get connected calling subscriber with the telephone exchange, producing ring to the called subscriber to provide the connection between calling and called subscriber. All these processes in present day are done automatically. So that's why present day telephone exchanges were called as automatic telephone exchanges, where there is no human operator is present. Now, how it works? When subscriber lifts the handset of the telephone, he is connected to the common equipment with the help of the line juncture. As soon as you lift the handset, your handset is connected with the telephone exchange to the common equipment through the local loop, which is individual for each subscriber. The common equipment feeds the dial tone to the subscriber. When your handset is connected with the common equipment, the common equipment gives the dial tone to the subscriber. When dial tone is given to the subscriber recognizes that he has to dial the number. Then the telephone number is to be dialed by the calling subscriber. On completion of dialing, calling subscriber is connected to required number automatically. Common equipment is released and that can be used for other, because every line junction is connected to the common equipment. During the ringing, current is sent to the call telephone and ringback tone is sent to the calling telephone. When common equipment is disconnected, ringtone is generated in the telephone exchange. It is given to the called subscriber. Ringback tone is given to the calling subscriber, so that calling subscriber recognizes that he is being connected with the called subscriber. During ringing and conversation, a small equipment is get connected. When called subscriber disconnect, the chain of switches are released. If called party doesn't talk to calling party and replaces, then no equipment held except the line juncture of the caller. So this is how the present day automatic local loop works. Friends, further development took place. For automatic telephone exchanges, service is uniform through which slightly affected by the efficiency of operator. Connections provisions are fast and large number of calls can be handled. Initial capital for such exchanges is more. It needs high standard of technical skill for maintenance of a staff. So this is present day requirement. Skilled persons are necessary. Initial capital is more. Connections are made fast. At a time, large number of calls are going to be get connected with each other. So these are the much more advantages as well as disadvantages of present day telephone communication system. Friends, this is all about the meaning of the local loop. How local loop is grown from ancient day communication system till up to present day automatic telephone communication system. This makes you students, all of you, clear that how our handset is get connected with the telephone exchange and the role of telephone exchange through local loop to bring both the subscriber connect with each other till the completion of call without breaking the connection. That's all about meaning of local loop, how it is used to connect two subscriber with each other till from dialing the number up to the completion of the telephone call.